precarious getting off here. Okay, Wigan. We are in Wigan. We're just off up to town to try the Lancashire delicacy known as the Wigan kebab. What we've got coming up this time, right, I'll tell you about that machete thing. That weren't nice. Tomorrow though, we're going up the Wigan flight. It's going to be a wet day. But we have teamed up with another boat, so it should make it a little bit easier. I've got to crack on with the painting as well. But yeah, we're going to town. I'll show you a few bits and bobs in Wigan. Really like Wigan. I was here a lot when I was working. I used to commute backwards and forwards, and I often had to change trains in Wigan. Yeah, it's a nice little northern town, typical of anywhere else really. There's glimpses of its industrial heritage, mining mainly in this area. Modernity, high street starting to look the same as any other high street, if you know what I mean. And there are some nice restorations of some really old buildings, so yeah, it's nice little place, Wigan. Quite right, isn't it? Hey, that's the start then of the Wigan flight. There's a lot of rings along here, so I'm going to come along here later on. Be in place, meet the other boat. Maybe they will be there as well. There it is. This is the first lock. 20 something. Whew. Nail barbers, chicken shop, bake shop. Full house, man. Wigan Northwestern. That's the West Coast Main Line station. And just over the road, it's a little canopied area over there. That is Wigan Wallgate, so it's pretty connected, but that's not where we're going. That's where we're going. So Wallgate, Chippy, just between the bake shop and the patches. Right, let's go and try that kebab. Oh, yeah, that's good, that. Right, Wigan kebab, what's it all about? Let's get your face in there. Well, I'm just going to hold it. Because there really isn't much to it. There we go. The meat and potato pie in a palm cake, or a bread cake, or a cob, or whatever it is that you call it. I love them. It's one of my weaknesses, fast food. I don't eat much of it now, but yeah. Put it in here, you get a pie, chicken and mushroom, minced beef, an onion, steak and kidney. It tells you exactly what it is. Meat and potato? Yeah, it's just meat, mate. Sort of meat. I don't know, just random grain meat. Nice. Right, some things to show you on the way back to the boat. Tool station there, just went and get some decorator's cork. Since we've got craned out last year for the blacking, a few things that seem to have moved and gaps have opened up. It's nothing serious. I'll show you when we get to the decorating, but yeah, just decorating cork. I should cure it. Right, let's go and have a look at this. The Trencherfield Mill. Yeah, what's some of these? Wigan Pier, that one there's been refurbed. There's one behind, I don't get a very good look at it at the moment, but it's quite derelict. But this is, yeah, this looks superb, this one does. Just around the corner there, so go outdoors with an Amazon locker, which is very handy. There's the back of the mill. Some new flats as well. Oh look, what do we have here? This seems to serve these flats an unguarded and unlocked bin compound. Not that I could ever condone such activities. Here's the back of it, isn't it? A lot of money been spent refurbing this, no doubt. Back to the mining days, that was a ventilation fan. Pump fresh air down to the mines. It's huge, isn't it? I was wrong with that last week when it was red hot. It was like this little dock here. Perhaps he had their own dock for feeding a steam engine. The coal will come in. Back in the day, there's a dry dock here as well. CRT owned one that you could rent out. We'll have a look. I did look into it. £200 for the week if you want to rent that. And it's actually built like a lock. You come in on the lock gates and it's parallel to the lock. And when it comes time to empty it, just drain the sluice. It comes out into the next pound. Clever, isn't it? Yeah, 200 quid, that's not bad. They've got water there, but I believe the electricity is 110 volts, so you probably need a jelly. And here we are, back again. So I'm going to let Jola go off shopping. That'll be a couple of 3 hours, and when she comes back, we're moving up to the next pound and getting placed for the morning up the Wigan flight. The people of Wigan, if you know any Wiganers, you might have heard them referred to as pie eaters. That's a nickname for people from this area, the pie eaters. It's a term of endearment. I used to work with a bloke from Wigan. I worked with him for years and years. Lovely fella, and we used to call him Bobby Pies. Yeah, they really embraced the pie eaters name. But how did it come about? It's not exactly what you think. It was 100 years ago, general strike. And in this area, it was the miners mainly. Miners are all out on strike all over the country, and it got to the point where the Wigan minefields, the workers had to go back to work or starve to death. The families were starving basically, had nothing. And I don't know if the term was given by the management or the other mining communities, but the miners of Wigan were said to have eaten humble pie. And that's where they got the name, the pie eater. So what was given to them as a label or a badge in a negative way at the time, the people of Wigan embraced it, and they've taken it for themselves, and they're quite proud of it now. And Wigan hosts the World Pie Eating Championships. There's loads of independent bakeries in Wigan and the surrounding area as well. I love it. I was down at Bursker, fabulous pie shop there. There's a farm shop. They make their own crisps and pastries out at Rufford, if you go on the Rufford branch. But I shouldn't eat too much of it. I have to have a moprazole, but yeah, it's lovely. Pie eaters, what a name, pie eaters. Brilliant. How low this pound is. We've only done 2 locks. Bloody hell. Well, there's water coming over the bywash there, so that's good for above, but yeah, it's about a foot down this pound. Not looking good for 20 more, is it? Right, we're about halfway up now. CRT here. Look at this pound. Wow. There's boats behind us as well. They ain't going to get through, are they? I'm going to use all the water. Yeah, we've got a single file, nice and steady, and one gate to the next in this one to get through this pound. Cool. Fun, innit? For that lot, the pound is so low, it's gone below the bottom of the ladders. We're really going to have to watch that going up against the gun up, aren't we? Well, a little over halfway up. We're having to run water down now. We're running out of water, but the lovely Mark is here helping. And Mark, it turns out he's a subscriber. He knew he was coming up today, and he's brought me some helicopter tape under them zips at the front, eh? Yeah, protect the paint. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Here we go. Going to be slow, but we're going to get there. We're the first 2 boats up, so I feel sorry for the people behind us. It's going to be even slower then, isn't it? Ah, lovely, isn't it, that? Lovely. Got 2 more to do. Apparently there's a pair coming down this lock here. 2 more. It's been alright, actually, been quite fun. It's a challenge, that's for sure. Hanging about on the side. There's 2's just coming out here. They're lashed up. So 3 humans, 2 boats, so it's probably the easiest way to do it. Just got 1 on the boats on there. Where are we now? 67, 66. 2 more, this one and 1 after. Cup of coffee and a cake. Yeah, it's been good fun. We've appreciated the assistance for sure. A little bit of local knowledge as well for letting waters down. It only reopened last night, this flight. It was closed, a bit of damage, so the pounds were really low, some of them. It's still not had time to recover, but yeah, we're nearly there now. Water point at the top, we're going to fill up and get moored up just overnight. Got 3 wash loads to run. Me and Joel will be having a shower. Might give Bob a shower as well while we're at it, and then I can just fill up again before we move. Heading for kind of Red Rock area, really, I think, something like that. I saw it on Narrowboat Wills the other week and it looked really nice, so we're going to get in there. Right, so let's get these last locks done. CRT just set up the last one for us. So that's it, it's a Wigan flight. So what time is it? We've had a few difficulties. 12:15, that ain't bad. Time we're going to go like this. It's going to be about just shy of 5 hours. That's with hanging around, just filling a couple of pounds. So yeah, it's pretty good going that now. Right, water point here. Yeah, machete attack. I know we'll go about wording this right from the start, I guess. You know, a couple of weeks ago when it was that really nice weather, a lovely morning, towpath, really busy. The kids were off school as well, so these kids out and they're on their bikes, and cyclists out, people with pushchairs, people with dogs, everyone, you know, just having a walk out. It was really lovely. We've been there for several days. I've been messing about, doing little bits and bobs, you know what I'm like. Talking to people all day long, every day. I'm quite sociable, so yeah, I quite enjoy it, you know, just talking to people, answering the questions. And anyway, sometimes you have enough of that and you just want a little bit of, not peace and quiet, just time for yourself. So this afternoon, with you know, the pram cover, we had the curtain all fastened down on the towpath side, just gives that little bit of privacy. But we had the front, the back and the canal side, all of that was open, and we were sat up there in the deck chairs having a beer, and we had the radio on. It was nice, I was having a nice afternoon. We heard this commotion on the towpath right next to us, right next to the boat, literally 10 feet away. And it was two lads, there were two up riding one of these Surons, you know, these electric motorbike type things. Unless it's on private land, they are completely illegal, aren't they? Basically, it's an electric motorbike. And the uniforms that they wear, well, I could say uniforms, completely head to foot in black, balaclavas and gloves, despite the fact that it's been 30 degrees. This is so that they can't be identified on CCTVs and things. All you can do is, oh yeah, it was just all in black, and you can't even tell what ethnicity they are. You know, they've just got slits for eyes, and that's all you can see. So these two of them, they've stopped two cyclists, and the one that's riding pillion on this motorbike, electric motorbike, is trying to wrestle this bike off one of these cyclists. Some of these carbon, I've done a bit of cycling, these carbon bikes, £3,000-4,000 quite easily. You know, it's somebody's pride and joy, somebody that's worked hard to pay for, and they're just out for a ride, sunny day, enjoying life, and he's been stopped, and they're trying to wrestle the bike off him, to obviously nick him. This is the tactics they use. One's riding the electric bike, one's on the back, and get a decent looking bike, they'll nick it, and then the other one will ride that, or get pulled along by the electric. That's how they get away. They're trying to wrestle his bike off him. The pillion passengers doing the argy-bargy, he's off, and they're trying to wrestle this bike. The cyclists have managed to get hold of this guy's clothing to stop him getting away with the bike. So he pulls out a machete. I'm not talking about a big knife or a zombie knife or anything like that. It is a full-on machete. You know, it's a Bear Grylls jungle type thing. And he's hit him twice with it, on the back, across the shoulders. Sorry, just on poo bag duties there. Yeah, so he's been hit kind of back of his head, kind of back shoulder twice, and as he's been hit, he's pushed the guy away. His attacker, he's pushed his attacker away. He's took a step back and stumbled. The attackers fell backwards into the canal. Quick as a flash, these two cyclists, they're probably high on adrenaline by this time, not feeling any pain or anything, or fully taking in what's just happened. They've turned the opposite way, got out of here as quick as they can. The two fucking scallies, they're laughing and joking about it. He's got out of the canal, checked his phone, make sure his phone's all right, back in pocket, having a bit of a giggle, got back on the electric motorbike, off they're gone. People's just stood around, aghast. It's absolutely unbelievable. Just couldn't believe it. The two cyclists, they've got back, gone to a pub just about a mile away up the towpath, and called police and ambulance. And if you're on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal group, you probably, it was on Facebook. It made it on there. I'll just put it here. Yeah, horrific. During my time at work, I've seen a lot of violence, and I'm perhaps a little bit desensitised to it. That said, this was another level. I've never seen anything quite like this. It really upset Jala. We just couldn't settle for the next 24 hours, and in the end we just moved. Nothing wrong with the area, beautiful area, lovely people. It was just a one-off incident, and that can happen absolutely anywhere. But you do need to be aware that these scallies, they're using the canals and the towpath as their crime network now. They're avoiding the roads where the police can box them in or sting them or whatever. They're just on the towpath, and they're doing the travelling about like that. They're on the back of these bikes. These bikes can do 50, 60 mile an hour. No problem, it's absolutely ridiculous. The police did come down. Everyone that was there, we all had to give statements. Obviously, we all just said the same thing. It was just two figures, all in black. I couldn't identify them. All you can see is their eyes. We've got balaclavas on just to slip with their eyes. Horrific. You know, a little bit of greeny stuff there. Yeah, just some tiny little green floating leaves. That's the start of the penny wart. When we get into summer, what are you doing? Wait, what? Look, what? Don't you dare sit in that. No, you buggerhead. Come on, back we go. What an idiot. Yeah, once the sun hits this water, that penny water is just going to explode, isn't it? We've already seen a lot. We saw a lot between Rufford and Tarleton on the Rufford branch. I mean, it was thick with it, the root stock and everything. It stopped us twice. I had to go down with the pole and push it out the way and ripping it off the rudder and everything. Oh, nightmare. Yeah, just some little tiny leaves, just some little tiny blobs of green. That's all it is, and it will clump together, and that sunlight will just make it explode, and the roots will come down. And yeah, if you was in it last year, you'll know what it's like. It's a nightmare, isn't it? Although it doesn't look like it, the weather is changing. We've got some calmer air coming over tomorrow. Might be able to crack on with a few jobs. You're over that now, aren't you? That machete thing.
Yeah, it's shocking, my love, but especially so close to the boat.
It's quite frightening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It unsettled us for a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Some odd dreams, haven't we, love?
Well, yeah, it gets you like that. But
does.
yeah, we're it's all good, isn't it? Part of life now, I suppose. My mate's been over today. Yeah, well, that was good to see him. He's had a drive over. We're not far from his house now. So I took the liberty of getting a little delivery to his house. Yeah, we've got that to crack on with next time. The engine is due a service. All my filters, my oil and everything. We also need to do the coolant and antifreeze this time as well. I have got it all. I've had it for a few weeks, but just waiting for the opportunity to do it. Weather's been rubbish, but we're on the turn now. So until next time, where we should actually back to old form and featuring some jobs, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from you. See you next time. Bye-bye.